I hope you know me by now. It's Joy. It's Joy Ruffen coming to you from the Sunshine State, Florida. Always good to be with you. Tonight is Wednesday night, so it's Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies, Living Legacies. And I don't know if it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, but wherever you are, welcome. And it's good to see you here. Tonight we have a guest with us. Her name is R.J. Redden. And she doesn't know this because I didn't say this to her, but she is a female trailblazer, an agent of change, because she's going to be talking and sharing with us a lot about messenger bots. And I want to read you a little bit about her background. Technology, a guru for over 20 years. She has transformed the world of online relationship building. Don't you love that? Because online work is really about building relationships. And let me tell you what I wrote about RJ, because she's going to share with you a lot about her. I said that RJ really is an agent of change and a female trailblazer. She loves her work and she wants to get you on board to begin to build great relationships because it is the wave of the future. So let's bring RJ over and say hello and welcome, RJ. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my God, right back at you, my love. How are you?
I'm so good tonight. I'm so excited to be here to talk to you and to talk to you about bots. I'm very excited. Thank you for having me on.
Listen, the excitement is mine. Thank you, because I met you through Be Live TV, live streaming, and I listen and tune into you alone and you and Stephen, and I have fallen in love with messenger bots. So I want you to tell us, starting now, with how you came to messenger bots and why you love it so much.
Yeah, well, so great story. The how I came to messenger bots was I had been teaching people marketing technology for many years. I've built websites, created graphics, done a lot of social media, you name it. I have done it for people, and it was a great thing, but I was kind of looking to do something a little bit different because a lot of that type of marketing just really seemed like I was shouting into a black hole a lot of times. You know, you have to post this many times a day and get this many likes, and how much of that actually translates to income. And, you know, email, that's another story completely. I hate filling people's inboxes unless it's something really important. So, you know, I was kind of in this marketing gig and teaching people how they could be powerful with technology, but frustrated with the medium a little bit.
Yes.
And one day I wandered into a Facebook group because a friend of mine had been talking about bots. She's less technological than I am. So I saw that she was in the group, and I'm like, well, if she's here, then whatever, I have to know what's going on. So I popped in, and then I saw in the description of the group, it said, start here right now. And so I went over there, hit the link, and all of a sudden I was in a bot that was teaching me about what bots were. And it took me 5 minutes to fall in love. I was fascinated.
I can see and understand why. Now, for the layman, me not so much anymore, but I was at one time. And for those, by the way, welcome to each and every one of you. We have a little bit of a big audience here, RJ. Tell us, as in layman's terms, giving us clarity, what is a messenger bot?
Okay, so it is something that it's like a little virtual communications specialist.
Yes.
It lives inside your business page inbox, and it responds to people. It responds to frequently asked questions. It takes people on a tour of your products, your services. It onboards new clients for you. It reminds people that you have a show that's happening at 7:00 on Wednesday. It does a lot of things, and it minimizes what I call wasted communication, where you're repeating yourself over and over and over again, and it maximizes meaningful conversation, which is, you know, that that person wants to talk to you. You know that that person is right in your sweet spot of people you need to be talking to right now. And they're already half informed on the subject. So it's like you're picking up a warm conversation and building up a relationship out of it. That's what a bot is.
I like that. And the explanation, you could not have given us more clarity, because the keynote for all of us, because what we're all attempting to do is build good, hearty, healthy relationships. So this is a time saver for you, is what I heard. Did I hear that correctly? Yes.
It's a time and energy saver, Joy. When I used to have a half-hour introductory phone call that I would drive people to through my live streams and social media posts and all of those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times I'd get no-shows on those calls. A lot of times I'd get people to show up for the call, but they were just kicking tires, not really interested.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe once in a while, I would actually get an appointment that started a relationship. Now, because of the bots, because everybody's pre-qualified and everybody is self-selecting their way through. If somebody doesn't like my personality, they know it way before they get to a phone call, you know, or conversely, if they love my personality, they already are waiting to talk to me. I don't get no-shows anymore. I don't get people who kick tires anymore. My phone call budget is full. It's full, and it's full of qualified people. It's amazing that way, right?
I love that. Who doesn't want that? We're all looking for that. Now, my next question to you relates and ties in, and I think you've answered it, but I'm asking anyway. Who should look into building a bot for their business? Who should look? Now, I think you answered that, but give us more clarity on that.
Let me give you some clarity, because there are so many uses. The uses, though, and the users that I really focus on are those solopreneurs, people who have a team of one and it's themselves, or a team of less than 5 people that work with them. People that, if you're a solopreneur and you're forever noticing that you repeat most of the things that you say, and you're frustrated because you do all of these things to market yourself, and it really seems like it doesn't pick anybody up, bots are absolutely for you. It absolutely does not matter what type of profession you have. I've made bots about funerals and picking your final plans. Okay. I have made bots about taxes. I have made bots about voting. I have made so many bots. So whether you're, if you're a nonprofit, if you're a for-profit business, bots are excellent, because every business needs to communicate. What bots do is they take over the part of the communication that is repetitive, boring, usually doesn't bring about anything for you. And you get to replace that with meaningful conversation.
Well, that's a lot there, RJ. Let me, boy, I'm on overload myself, responding and thinking about what you're saying. And one of the things that I was thinking while you were sharing that with us is, how often do you use and send out your broadcast or your bots? How does that play into one who has an interest in this? And I'm sure most people do. How often do you, depending on all that information that you just shared with us, how often do you send out your bot and keep in touch with the people that you're connecting with?
I try to keep in touch with people a couple of times a week, not really more than that. What's really more critical there is this question: am I providing some value to people?
Yes.
If I'm keeping in touch to keep in touch so I'll keep on the top of your mind, I'm doing the wrong thing. What I really need to do to keep on the top of your mind is contact you when I have value for you. That's what I need to be doing. And so for me, too, it's so much easier to target people in a bot, because I know just from the buttons you've clicked and the answers to questions you've given me through the bot, I know what you're interested in. I know what you want from me. And if I have something of value that fits what I know that you already want, then a broadcast doesn't go out to everybody. it goes out to that targeted group of people with that value. So I'm not thinking I've got to broadcast 2 or 3 times a week in my bot. I'm thinking I've got a nugget here. Who is going to enjoy this? How can I get it to them the fastest? Fastest ways of bot. Open rates are 90% on bot messages.
So good. So good. And exciting. Exciting for me, as you well know, and most of the people I connect with, new to technology, but loving it. Absolutely loving it. Here's a question, because I've seen you, RJ, with another love friend of ours, and you said name your bot and give your bot a personality. So tell us a little bit about that, because that ties in with getting to your target audience,
Yeah.
making sure you're in the right circle. And so how do you go about doing that? Share a little bit, because I love that little special touch, because I think, we name our avatar, right? We name the person we're connecting with. So how do we name our bot?
Well, first you must decide what's the personality of your brand. Some people, with me, the personality of the brand is the RJ personality. Okay, there's no difference there. Some companies, though, it's a little bit different. So what's the personality of your brand? Light and funny? Little sarcasm there? Or is it kind of serious? There's a whole lot of different personalities you can bring there. And then I find either an avatar on, graphicmama.com is where I go for mine, or I go to Bitmoji and create something that looks like the person that I'm, writing a bot for. And we give that bot a personality. The reason why is because people are on Messenger to talk to people that they care about.
Uh-huh.
They are on Messenger to hear a joke or read something cool, or they're on Messenger for an entirely different reason than they are on Facebook or in their email. That crafts the messages that belong. So the stage you're standing on, I know you enjoy this analogy. The stage that you're standing on determines how you need to deliver that message. And so in Messenger, people are looking not for a lot of jargon and to be talked at and all that stuff. People are looking for a little levity. People are looking for a little reach out, just something to know that people care about them. That's what people are looking for. And so that factors into your bot personality as well.
Ah, very well said, because one of the things that we all learn after a short time is no matter what your gifts and talents and your skills are, if you can't add a little levity and a little fun and a little humor in there from time to time, then you can forget it. Because even the most solemn, serious, everybody wants to laugh and enjoy and have fun with you and everything that you're doing. And if you're a serious person, it takes a while to get that. But when you do, it makes a difference. So why not name your bot? Now, in addition to naming your bot, you also have a little icon figure. Is that part of the bot package too? Tell us.
That is absolutely part of it. So my bot is Spinning Dragon. She's
Yes,
a little ninja. She's
I
got
love
the
that.
zip-up suit on. She is so cool. I talk about Spinning Dragon like she's a person.
Yes,
I say, I always talk about her like, oh, Spinning Dragon will help you with that. I love to give bots a little bit of personality, and the way that you do that is through images and those little GIFs, those little 3-second videos that people find funny. I put plenty of those into bots as well. And what people respond to in Messenger is stuff that they won't respond to anywhere else. If you write a whole bunch of an email and you've got a whole bunch of emojis in it, people will be like, is this person doing business?
yes, yes.
If you write it on a bot, people will smile. They will smile. They like to see it there. And one statistic is that on click through on the buttons,
Yes.
if you've got an emoji on that button, it's a 19% better click through rate on that particular button.
Amazing.
In Messenger.
Amazing. Amazing.
I don't know why.
Some of this stuff, listen, you can tell me, RJ, because I'm still in the newbie stage, being a happy senior, but I'm still, whoops, you disappeared. Where did you go?
I don't know.
She went away.
Can you
Where
hear
did
me?
she go? RJ is gone. Oh my goodness, this is so strange. I'm about to ask her a really good question too. What happened to RJ? Here she's coming back. You disappeared. She's coming back, folks. Hang in there. You disappeared. I love technology. RJ, what happened?
Oh, I cannot explain. I cannot explain this thing.
That is so funny. I was about to ask you, I tell you, I love this stuff. I'm telling you, if I get to be 120, I still want to be doing this and laughing at the same time and having fun. Here's a question though. I think you've answered it, but I'd like a little bit more clear with the response for those who are in the audience and listening. What is the difference between what we're doing, you're doing, all of us eventually, I feel, will be doing with the messenger bot and what's called traditional marketing? I think you've given us a lot of clarity and explanation about the differences, but how more succinct can you be with the difference between the two for us?
Absolutely.
Thank you for returning.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was hastily typing you a message in the other window there. Here's the difference between traditional marketing and messenger bots.
Okay.
When you send out an email, Joy, you send out a blast email to your audience. What kind of a reply do you get? Do you get anybody hitting reply and answering?
No. And this is still new to me, and I'm still building my email list and doing all of that. But to date, very few. Yes.
Yeah.
Limited.
I send out emails not super often. I rarely get replies back. People aren't engaged in it. It's not a back and forth process.
No.
It's me with a digital bullhorn going, listen to me, I got something to say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's most of traditional marketing is interruption marketing. We're gonna interrupt your favorite television show with this commercial. We're gonna interrupt your favorite podcast with this commercial. We're gonna interrupt the sky with a billboard. It's interruption based. Most of it is not even something you need right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So Facebook Messenger marketing goes the opposite way. And it's not a me push something out, broadcast. It's I send you a little something and I put a little question at the end and I say, does that make sense? And then people reply and we get in conversations.
Yes.
When's the last time an email sparked a conversation?
Well, the way you express that, clarity is definitely there. And all of us know, even myself, new to all of this, that email marketing and all of that is not dying, but it's on its bedside. And it's on its way out, and it's only used today to send information that one can use. It's a different kind of animal. So I get and understand with my limited knowing what you just said. It really is great. Now, you also mentioned about the email list. How do you, the avatar, the targeted market, how do you get subscribers to your bot?
Oh, yeah. Great question. Some folks think that, the number of likes they have on their page will automatically translate into subscribers.
No.
I'm here to tell you, everybody starts at 0, just like everything else.
Uh-huh.
And so here's how I get subscribers. During my live stream show, will say to people, hey, if you're watching this and you love it and you never want to miss another one, type the word live in the comments. And Spinning Dragon will subscribe you to my bot. You'll get a reminder 15 minutes before I go live every time I go.
Mm-hmm.
That's one way that I increase my list. Okay. Another way that I increase subscribers into my bot is that I give out my link to my bot. I don't really bother giving out my link to my website. You can't have a conversation with me on my website. You can look at my online digital brochure on a website, but I want to talk to you. So I give people, I give people my bot. I don't give people necessarily, unless they ask for it, my website, because I want people to connect with me there. I've got it passively, of course, on all my email signatures, and all my profiles in social media have my bot link there. But I really, I drive people there every day. It's on my business card. It's everywhere because I want to have that conversation. I want to have it in a bot. I want the opportunity to teach you what I know. In the bot, you can get reminders from my live streams, but you can also take a 7-day free mini course. You can also get my news and updates. You can also ask me questions one-on-one in an environment where you don't have to, feel feel like maybe people are looking at you awry because you didn't already know the answer to that question. People really respond to a private environment. And I can give people a high touch experience, make them feel loved, cared about, and seen.
And
Automatically. I don't have to even be present.
and RJ, don't we all want just that? We want to be seen, heard, and valued for
We
what
do.
we do. All of us. I don't care how much anything you have. We all want that. I have to tell you that this is a new terrain for me. We're in the new frontier. But when it comes to bots, I'm absolutely falling in love with it. And I have someone that I'm working with who's helping me a lot to understand it and get the hang of it. But I see it without question going into what we're all doing online as the new way to go. There's no question about it. And I love what you're doing. Now, you mentioned about you want to talk to people. Now, I ask everybody for clickable links, and you sent me your one link. Now I get it. So you want them to get to you on this link. Now, you know, or you don't know, but I usually say all of your links and everything will be put up on Joyce TV, and then you'll get this after we download, upload, whatever, and send out the link so you can do whatever you want to with it. But in point of fact, that's one link, and that's a good thing. So, you know, you learn everywhere you go. So I'm getting it. This is really, really good stuff. What is it that you want else that you would like to share with us about why you're so excited and why you so love your bots? And you know what? I love you because when I see someone and meet someone, and we've not met eyeball to eyeball, one-on-one, but yet we know each other via this media that we all love, live streaming. And I love it when I listen to you because you're clear, you make it easy to understand what you're about and what you're doing, and you get people excited enough that they want to connect with you, which is what I'm doing here now. So tell us more about why you love this so much. I mean, it's clear, but tell us more. We want to know more.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, as a person who is in business, you know, one person working at this company, I was having, you know, I told you I was having a little bit of, gosh, I probably should niche down into something.
Yes.
What I didn't tell you is that right before I got into bots, I hired a coach. Some coaches you hire and they rock your socks off, and some people are exactly the opposite. And this one was the exact opposite. It was, I wanted to learn how to do Facebook ads because I didn't feel like I was making enough in my business, and I wanted to increase the traffic flow and all that kind of stuff. So I signed on thinking, okay, I'll get some education about Facebook ads. I'll get some education on how to build a funnel. I'll get some education on this stuff. I did get an education. I got an education in your personality. It doesn't count. That you need to form yourself into this cubby hole, and you need to fit there, and you need to market this way and say these keywords and do these things, and then you will be successful. And the reason you haven't been successful today is because you haven't fit yourself into this marketing cubby hole that everybody else is. You need to write emails this way. You need to write your website copy this way. So I jumped through all the hoops, Joy. I did. And I ended up, you know, with less money, certainly. I threw money away at some ads that no one clicked on. Yeah. No one clicked on. I got one phone call out of $600 worth of ads, one phone call. And the person wasn't qualified to talk to me. Yes. It was freakishly embarrassing. And the reason why I tell you this story is because about a month later, a client of mine was having trouble staying accountable with some things that she wanted to do. And so I created her this beautiful technological thing that was like, you type it in here, it goes into this spreadsheet, then you can sort it and do all these things. And I thought it was amazing. She wasn't using it. So I called her about a week later and I said, hey, you know, I built that thing. Did you check it out? And she's like, yeah, I checked it out. But here's the problem, RJ. I want to stay accountable in what I want to do. But I have 3 children and they need to eat, get clothes, and get on a bus in the morning. And if you think that I have time to bounce out to all these different places on my phone. And then she said, can't you just make it so that it stays on Facebook? And I thought to myself, I can make it stay on Messenger. So I wrote her a bot, and that's how it all started. I had just run into that group. It was about a week later, something like that. Built her a bot. She loved it so much she put it on her wall. Some other friends put it on their walls, and all of a sudden I had 70 people overnight in the bot. I got 6 phone calls. I got 4 people hired me for my services off of that, compared to the thousands I had spent over here trying to be somewhere else. So here's the moral of the story. I knew that you knew that I had a point, but this is the actual point.
Yes.
It's the end of that. It's the end of fake marketing. It's the end of, here, fit into this mold. You need to do it this way, or it's just not going to count. Listen, the more yourself you are in your bot, the more your personality you put in it, the more you get out of it. Who knew?
RJ, well, listen, it comes through. I love that story that you just shared with all of us, because all of us, those who are tuned in here now and those who will listen to the replay, we've all gone through those loops and those hoops and everything else, made boo-boos, hired the wrong coach, did this, that, and the other. We learn and we continue to grow. And you, in the process, discovered what works best for you.
Yeah.
And what to do. I think it's great. For someone who is limited in their awareness of technology and bots and all, I'm loving it. I'm just loving it. I can hardly wait to get one-on-one closer to complete involvement, naming the bot and giving it all of that personality and all of that good stuff. You have been, the time just flies here, RJ. But before we say so long for now, most times I put up a lot of links, but I'm going to put up the link that you suggested, so that people, I'm going to run this across here now, because it'll be put up on Joyce TV, and this link will be sent to you. And any and everyone who wants to connect with you will be able to check out this link and connect with you, make an appointment or whatever. And before we say so long, by the way, say hello. We have a lot of people here who want to say hello to you, and good comments. She said, I want that qualified people. I just love RJ and what she's doing with bots. All of these great comments, which you'll see later after the fact. Thank you all for coming. Is there anything, RJ, that you have in the hopper that's coming up and about soon that you want to share with us, so we can, in turn, be aware and get our ducks in line so we can maybe be there and attend what you're doing? Tell us what you have in the hopper for the future. What's coming up?
Well, Stephen Healy and I have been working very hard, Joy.
Yes.
We've been working for a number of weeks now to make a special Udemy class called Bots for Broadcasters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And as soon as there's no link yet because Udemy has to approve it, but we just put it through its final little processes today, and Stephen submitted it about noon. So I'll have that link for you real soon. But it is a class that Stephen and I co-teach it. We provide a lot of we provide templates, how to use them, what you need to do to be successful. We also get on and we talk about our experiences with broadcasting and what works and what doesn't. And so it's all specifically for our BeLive friends and our live streaming friends for everywhere. And so that one, we're really proud of the class. We think it's awesome. We're not sure though, because we're so close to it. So it's coming out. It's coming out real soon, and I'll get you that link as soon as I have it.
I was going to ask you for that. And you're like many of us. You're so deep in the forest, you can't see the trees, but you know it's a beautiful forest. You just want to share it with others. And we all want and will need that. I have to tell you, before we say so long for now, RJ, I've met you through this live streaming, which is new to me. You've been at this meaning technology, I'm sure, a bit longer than me. But I have never met a group of people, men and women, who are so supportive and so helpful in so many ways that I'm just honored to be among the circle, and absolutely over the moon that you decided to spend this time with us this evening to share your love and your excitement about what you're doing.
I am so grateful that you asked me. It's an honor to be asked, and I love to spread the message. I love to spread the message that we don't have to be beholden to everything that, makes us feel weird inside when we market that way. We don't have to be beholden to traditional marketing. We can break that mold. We can have conversations and build solid relationships with people. And this can be done. It is achievable. even by people without degrees in technology.
Yes, yes, yes.
It is achievable, my friends. And
Yeah.
so check out my bot if you'd like. Do that thing and know that you can ask me any question in there and I'll answer it for you.
Yes. And let me say, and I'll share this with the audience after we say so long for now. And I'm going to put you, RJ, to the side for just a moment. Please don't leave. Stay there. I want to say so long, but I want to say goodbye to the audience. And thank you, thank you, thank you. This was absolutely phenomenal for me because I have wanted for the longest to meet with you and connect with you and find out a little bit more about bots. And the way that you share with us, the clarity that you gave us, there are no words. So thank you. So long for now. I'll see you soon. Okay? All right. Let me just say, while we're here, I'm still working with my dials. Thank you all for coming. I see you here. And I really wanted RJ to share all of this absolutely phenomenal information with us because I never like to bring me into the picture, into the equation, but love what she's all about. Love what she's doing. Can hardly wait to get more involved and more knowledgeable about what she's doing. And you will not find a better teacher, a better instructor. She is really fascinated and in love with her work. And she is beyond honest. The integrity that she brings to the fold is just not to be measured. May I say thanks to all of you. I see you here sometimes because of it. Allison, it's good to see you here too. I haven't seen you and I have to chat with you soon. Cora, Roz, Cindy, all of you who arrive each and every time that you do, it warms my heart. It makes me feel, oh my goodness. You remember that? Oh my goodness is all I can say. It's wonderful. I hope that you'll have the best, happiest Thanksgiving ever. Enjoy, eat lots of turkey. Forget about that diet and that plan and everything else and just enjoy. And join us again next Tuesday and Wednesday night, same time, same station. And do connect with RJ. You will not regret it. She is a person who will cradle you. And if she can, she'll tell you what, when, where, and how to go about whatever you need. So I'm glad that you're here, delighted that you're here. And I hope you have the best Thanksgiving ever. And I look forward to seeing you again soon, like next Tuesday night. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye. So long for now. Cheers.